Delhi has been suffering from air pollution for nearly 2 decades, with air quality frequently hitting the hazardous range for the past 2 to 3 years. When they start feeling the nauseous effects of the polluted air, people who could afford it snatch up air purifiers and face masks. But the city's underbelly is filled with a migrant population largely unaware of its consequences and unable to afford these stopgap measures.
दिल्ली तो बहुत मस्त है, अच्छा है। वही है कि अपनी पेट चल जाता है, बढ़िया सा है। कमा के कुछ 2 रुपए बचा के बाल बच्चों के लिए भी थोड़ा बहुत रखते हैं तो बचता नहीं है। और यहाँ 15 साल हो गए, यहाँ पर हम काम करते हैं, बिल्डिंग बनाने का मिस्त्री काम करता हूँ।
Every winter, when pollution chokes the city, the authorities issue a ban on construction. And it's daily wage workers like Amit who pay the heaviest price.
गवर्नमेंट जो है धुआं पर प्रदूषण की वजह से बंद कर देता है काम को, तो करेंगे क्या? जो 2-4 रुपए रखें वो तो खर्चे में हो जाएगा। काम लगेगा तो सरकार अंदर कर दूंगा कह रहे, जाएगा कहाँ? घर ही में रहेगा अपना।
Amit Kumar is one among the 6 million migrants that make up 40% of the capital's total population. Air pollution is the least of his worries.
वहाँ पर कम मिलता है, यहाँ पर 2 रुपए ज़्यादा मिलता है। कभी महीने साल में जाते हैं तो कुछ पैसे बच जाता है, 100 रुपया अगर महीने में बचता है तो इसलिए आते हैं इतना दूर कि वहाँ पर खर्च हो जाता है। कम मिलता है वहाँ पर कम मिलता है, इसलिए यहाँ आना पड़ा।
The majority of the crime has been done by the people who have resources and who can buy mask and indoor air purifier and save themselves by the problem which they have created. And the people who don't contribute to that so much, the pollution to so much of extent, they have to actually go through that and take all the brunt.
Tushar Batham is a chief technology officer of a company that has invented a device that can capture the pollution emitted by diesel generators.
What we want is to create a sustainable environment so that we can actually grow as a developing country, but still make a sustainable environment where we don't grow to a dead end, where say after the growth we don't know how to stop the side effects.
According to studies conducted by the Indian Institute of Technology in India, diesel generators are responsible for up to 20% of air pollution in some of the cities across the country, including Delhi.
India still is power deficient. Whenever there is a power failure, these things kick in and they make sure that all of the essential things are kept running. So basically these diesel generators you will find in each and every industry in India, across India. No one can actually afford a power shutdown or a loss of productivity. So these diesel generators are actually omnipresent in India, I would say.
True to its name Chakra, meaning wheel, the Chakra shield is a device when fitted to a diesel generator, captures its exhaust and recycles it into printable ink. This ink is collected by the Chakra lab and redistributed to India's printing industry.
These small players who are, say, a small farmer or someone is not really creating that much of a pollution which an industry is creating. Keeping that into mind, what we are targeting is these industries rather than going to the small players. If we target the maximum impact players, actually that can create a bigger impact on the environment.
While the outdoor pollution makes headlines, indoor pollution is an invisible potent killer. According to the Global Burden of Disease study, 1.6 million people died prematurely in 2017 as a result of indoor air pollution. That's nearly 3 times of drug abuse-related deaths.
98% of all the children in India face indoor PM 2.5 levels, which are way above the WHO guidelines within their own homes. So versus 52 to 54% in the developed world context.
Sohaila Kapoor is a neurobiologist who is studying the long-term effects of air pollution in babies. The PM 2.5 she is referring to is a particulate matter 20 times smaller than the diameter of a hair strand, suspended in air. When we breathe this air, these PM 2.5 particles enter our lungs and remain lodged there, leading to various health issues. It's dangerous for adults and more so for babies.
Very early on, a child's exposure starts and leading to severe chronic disability in life, which could be in the form of hypertension, diabetes, cardiac ailments, obesity, depression, anxiety. Even neurodevelopment is being also impacted severely. We see a very rising increase in both prevalence and incidence of autism, ADHD, aggression, various neuropathologies.
Amit has lived in Delhi for 15 years. Getting an air purifier is out of the question. It will cost him 3 months of his income. But what he doesn't know is not getting one could cost him his life. His poorly ventilated home offers no protection against toxic air. A 2018 study by the University of Chicago found that people like him, fully exposed to hazardous air in Delhi, can get their lives reduced by 10 years.
कोई भी नहीं कहता है कि मैं छोटा सा झोपड़ी में रहूं करके, मजबूरी करता है। यहाँ पर अपने पेट पालने के लिए अपने बाल बच्चे हैं, माँ बाप है, उनको भी तो देखभाल करना है, रोटी तो उनको भी खिलाना है, लेकिन अपनी गुजारा के लायक थोड़ा बहुत काम करना पड़ता है।
India stands at a very, very difficult crossroads today. We are ranked 177 out of 181 countries in the world's environmental pollution index, which is an international index which has been released by Yale. So we are far behind the various African countries and various other nations of the world. We are progressing rapidly in several areas of industrialization, but unfortunately our environment has taken a very, very harsh backseat.
Delhi is not just one of the most polluted cities in India, but in the world as well. Even so, this building might just have the freshest air in the whole of Delhi. Their secret? Indoor plants.
When we began our journey of having green plants and greenhouses, I think we were a joke in town. Whoever talked about it said, I don't know what you do. And nobody took interest. Then, in the last few years, suddenly, it was the US Embassy which started publishing data. And that's where the awareness started.
Early in the 90s, Kamal Meattle, a businessman from Delhi, was asked to leave Delhi by his doctors owing to his allergies to the city's air. Instead of leaving the city, he set out to clean the air indoors with a plant-based air filtering system.
So through research, we found these 3 plants. One is areca palm, which converts CO2 into oxygen in the day. Money plant, which removes volatile chemicals like formaldehyde, and mother-in-law's tongue, which converts CO2 into oxygen at night, which is Sansevieria. So with these 3 plants, we can have good quality of air day-round, 24 hours a day.
The air outside has to pass through scrubbers, a greenhouse, and a filter to remove pollutants and bacteria before entering this building. The result? Air quality that's almost as pure as that in the Himalayas.
Over the last 25 years of research, that there is a 42% probability that your blood saturation levels, the oxygen levels go up by 1% if you hang around here for 8 to 10 hours. We left it at that.
But Kamal Meattle did not stop at purifying the air in his building. Since 2013, his company has helped improve the indoor air quality of 5,000 homes, schools, shopping malls, etc. with plant-based air filtering systems. While innovators like Tushar and Kamal have found ways to mitigate Delhi's air pollution, their solutions remain out of reach for low-wage workers like Amit. With the construction ban still on, Amit decides to return to his family in his village. He might not be able to get a job there, but at least he can get something people in Delhi have to pay for: fresh air. For Assignment Asia, this is Jyothy Karat reporting from Delhi.